Alright, so this video is going to be an overview of adding products to the site. It is pretty straightforward once you get a hang of it. It's basically just filling out the appropriate fields. So you would start here once you're logged in at the dashboard, and you would click on this tab here for products. And then this will bring you to a list of all the listings on the site. Obviously photo, the name of the product, SKU, if it's in stock or not, the price, any category set, any tags. This star is showing if the product is featured or not. I don't believe we set up featured products yet, but we certainly can if you're interested in that. And then we have the number of views each page is getting. This one here with the warnings, this isn't something you'd have to worry about. Long story short, the plugin that we're using to track the page views is basically trying to sell the pro version. It's not something I think we need. It's just analytics that I don't think are really necessary here. I mean, we can talk about it if you'd like, but yeah. Brands, if you were to sell knife cleaners by different brands or other like accessories like that, their brands would be shown here, and then obviously the date that they were created or posted. So when you're adding a new product, you can click on Add New Product here. And then on this page, we essentially have these two columns. We have this one in the middle, this wider column, and then this one on the right side, this narrower column. And we'll go through this one after we go through the center one. Both are important. Both are important. It's easy sometimes to forget this right column here, but you'll notice very quickly once you post something if you did forget it. So we'll get into that in a second. So at the top, obviously you have the product name. I'll leave some text here so we can see how it appears on the post. And also the URL for that page will come from the product name that you write here. So then under this you have two fields for description. You have the main product description and then the short product description. The main product description is what will appear on the pages themselves. So this could be as long as you want. You could add media if you'd like photos. It's probably not necessary because we have our photo gallery, which we'll get into in a second. But you can use this product description to put whatever you want about the product. This one below it is the short product description. So when you're sharing a link on Facebook or through text, and that little module or that little card pops up with a preview of the web page, like a featured image and then a short blurb about that page, that is set here. So while this main product description could be as long as you'd like, the short product description is usually best to keep it around a sentence or two. I wouldn't go above 2 sentences. And I have to check if it works this way, but I believe if you don't enter a short product description, it will default to the start of the main product description. So it's not super necessary to fill this out every time. So below this we have product information, and it's basically just the weight, blade dimensions, and the overall dimensions of the knife, of the blade. Pretty straightforward. And then we have the last section here, the product data. You'll want to keep it on simple product, especially for the one-off blades that you do. And then we have these categories down here. So under regular price, this is obviously the main price of the blade. You can set a sale price and schedule it to happen at a certain time. It's pretty straightforward if you do that. We can talk about that more if you think that's something you'll be doing. And then under general, you have inventory. So this is pretty important, especially for your one-off knives, which is obviously most of what you'd be selling. So under stock management, you'll want to click this checkbox that says track stock quantity of this product. It will default to 1, which you could just leave that at that. Back orders you could leave at do not allow, and you don't have to worry about low stock thresholds since these are one of ones. Under shipping, you could put the shipping information here. So this is the weight of the shipment, dimensions of the box, and then the shipping class, which we will probably want to hop on a call to set the shipping classes. It's pretty straightforward, but it'd be easier to do over a video chat. Linked products. So here, again, if you were selling knife cleaners or sharpeners, we could set up product pages for those, and then you could have those appear on the pages as like it says an upsell. But as of right now, I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that. Attributes, we do not have to worry about this. And we do not need to worry about advanced. So it's mainly just general, setting the price, inventory, making sure that this is clicked and the quantity is set to 1, and then any information for shipping, which will influence the shipping costs that the customer will be paying. If that's something you're doing, if not, we could talk about that too. It would be easier, or it's easy either way, but essentially these are the 3 tabs that you'll have to worry about in this product data section. So let's scroll back up to the top and talk about this column on the right. So we have publish. You'll come back up here when you're done. Once everything's filled out, you can either save it as a draft or publish it. Once it's published, it'll appear on the website. So you have product image. So this is the main featured image of the product. It's what will appear if you send it as the link as a text or as the main image on the web page or on the product page. That main image is set in this section. So I'll throw it to this for now. And then product gallery, you'd be able to select the photos that go along with this product. If you do have, obviously you'll be uploading these photos as you're creating the page. I don't know if I don't have any photos. Let me go here. Basically what I'm trying to show here is once you have the photos on your desktop, you can just select the photos that you have and then drag them right in, and then when you do, they'll automatically be added to the gallery. Let me do that actually just to test it out. On second thought, I'm not, because these photos are pretty big and it will take a minute to upload. But once you have the photos selected, down here on the bottom right, you'll click Add to Gallery, and then you'll have gallery images there. Under product categories, I know you mentioned that you were thinking of changing the wording for some of these. We can. We'll talk about that, I think, on our call. They're pretty easy to change, and if you wanted to add a new category, you obviously could down here. So if it's a new specialty blade, like a, I don't know, switch blade, you can add that, and I would set the category under specialty blades. Click Add to Category, and then it would appear under here. I'm not going to do that though. Product tags, not something I think you really have to worry about at the moment. Blade materials. So we have these 3 set so far. we can talk about if you'd like to add more. Same thing down here with the handle materials. So this is just extra information. You don't have to fill these out, but there is a section on the product page that will be populated if these are filled out. So again, not necessary, but it's there if you'd like to use it. And then these last two, like I said, brands is only important if you're selling stuff from other brands. And then page attributes you don't have to worry about at all. So once everything is filled out, I'm just going to add these here. The 1, 2, 3. So the price to $100. Inventory set to 1. And we don't have to worry about this for a test page. So once everything's filled out, you can come up here and click publish. Gotta give it a minute to load. And then once you do that, the product will be live. So you can click here to go to the domain. I'll open it in a new tab. And you can see all the information here. So the product name, the main description would appear here. The product information that we entered, like the weight, blade length, and overall length would be here. And then it would be good to go. People can either click add to cart or they'd be able to contact you directly if they want to about this product. And then, I didn't set let's set it as a kitchen knife. Actually, so sorry to be jumping around. So you can, to chat about how to edit pages, you would just go back to that main page, click on the one that you wanted to edit, and then let's say we want to, like I said, change it to kitchen knives. You do that here, and then same up in this publish section, you'll just click update. Give it a second to load, and then you'll see that now the related products will be populated since we set it as a kitchen knife. So it's set to other kitchen knives down here. So that's essentially it. Once a product is purchased, as long as you have the inventory tracker enabled, it will automatically set it to being sold out. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I guess one last thing I'll do is, let me click those. Oh, I might have to change the setting, because I'm logged into your account right now just so you can see how it looks for you. I'm gonna have to change the setting here. But that's essentially it. Let me know if this video works for you or not. If I could also make a written directions if you think that's easier. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As long as you make sure each field is set up, you could, once you get used to it, it's very quick to get a lot of these posts out. And I'm always here, obviously, if you have any questions. So awesome.